Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
It's day 26 today. We are on a different little walk today, like in the woods just down the end of our road, because we've got a busy morning. So we've had to get up at 5 this morning. I think we've told you this before in another video, but on Fridays we take our guys, our plumbing techs, to breakfast and sit down. All sit down together and socialise and celebrate what we've done and chat, and it's just a really good way to finish the week off and make your employees feel valued and things like that, isn't it? So you do a little bit of a motivational talk normally, don't you?
I wouldn't call it a talk. I'd call it a motivational sentence. The thing is, I don't think business owners remind their employees of how important they are. Yeah. And how important is how they work. You know, good people are hard to find. Yeah. Good people are really hard to find. So you should look after them and make them know, or make them understand that you do value them. Valuing employees is massive. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So that's why we're up a little bit earlier. That's why we're doing a different walk. We're doing a little bit of a shorter walk, and then we're going to do some at lunchtime. So just thought you could join us today. We had, it was Darren's birthday yesterday. We had a family get together.
It was great.
It was really cool. Darren really likes burgers, so it was just like a fat burger. You know, it wasn't like a fancy restaurant or anything, but he really does like burgers, so that's where we celebrated it. And very often we'll do like have a time with one side of the family, then time with the other side of the family, because we've got a son and a daughter, so we'll do it like that. But last night it was really good to get both families together.
It's so hard to get.
It is hard to get everyone together, especially if you're going out somewhere, because it's a lot. It was like 19 of us, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, when we all go out. So.
Yeah, so including like my mum and stepdad, and then your stepdad was there too, and so it was really nice just to have the whole family.
It was great
there, seeing the little kids playing together and getting on both sides, and seeing our son and daughter chatting, and you know, that sort of thing.
It was a good night.
Nice,
it was good.
It was
a
good
great
feeling. You felt the love yesterday.
I did feel the love. Yeah, I was sitting there with one of the youngest, just looking at her. Just running around and what have you. Anyway, it just dawned on me. I'm really glad I'm doing what I'm doing, and as far as trying to improve my health and stuff like that. Yeah. Because I just thought, I can't wait to see the woman you turn into. You know, and the family you're going to make, and your children. You know, it made me realise that at 59, I still want to be around and be useful. To my grandchildren.
I can remember, like, when we was like younger, because we've been together for years, obviously. When we was younger, it was like, I don't even want to think about living till 60. How shit that must be, you know. Like. But now we're pretty close. We're like, yeah, we do want to actually carry on, and you know, we've got nice lives, and we want to see our, like Darren said, we'll spend time with our grandkids. It isn't anymore. Not when you're very close to it.
You look old to a teenager, but when you're close to it, I would say that. I mean, some people have got their life sorted out by 60, and going into retirement and having a great life.
We're not retiring yet.
That's not us. No, that'll be another video. But,
we're not retiring. We've still got to work. But
we are working for quite some time.
Luckily, we both enjoy what we're doing, really,
we do,
don't we?
Yeah.
One day at a time. I think, Darren, you said that in another video, didn't you? Like,
what's that?
Today is our lives. Yesterday is already gone.
That's right, yeah.
And tomorrow isn't promised, you know.
Who
knows if we're going to make it? So today's day. And on that note, I'm going to turn you round and come for a little walk with us. So we're still waiting to hear from anybody who's doing anything. Are you, you know, or even if you're not, like, what do you think would motivate you? Is there anything we can do that can help you maybe just get up a little bit earlier to go and walk around the block? Or, you know, you might not be near sort of like a forest or somewhere like that. But you know, like part of our walk is through a housing estate. It's not all like picturesque and pretty, is it, Darren? Like,
No.
even
not
if you
at all.
don't live near somewhere like that, you can still get up and just walk around the block and, you know, say hello to your neighbours. And
Or
it is.
if you normally take your car to the shops, or you do a run or something like that, you normally do it in your car. This weekend, consider walking it.
Yeah,
Consider that, even if
Yeah.
it's the smallest of a 5-minute walk. Really does. You just have to start. That's the thing. The thing is, we've had this beautiful walk here around us, and we've known about it, but we didn't decide to say, hey, let's start getting up early before work and
Yeah.
walk around that.
Yeah.
It's only because we've challenged ourselves. So if you're laying there and you're thinking, yeah, I'll do that.
You
Just
can.
challenge yourself.
You can do it.
Just make yourself a challenge. If I can do, just today, I'm just going to try and do those 5 things. I'm going to
Yep.
drink more water. It doesn't have to be a gallon.
No.
I'm going to read. It doesn't have to be 10 pages. Just
No.
start reading. And exercise. You're going to do whatever you can in the next half an hour.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
be walking. That could be, if you look online, there's a lot of chair exercises, so you don't even have to leave your house
Yeah.
to
Yeah. You can.
exercise. You just have to decide
And
if
if it's
this
not,
is what you want.
if that's not something, or it's something that you already do, and you're thinking I could do something more, then like you can say, like it's when we went out last night, we could have had fries with our meal. We could have had, you know, like we actually were really good in there. Like everyone was having dessert and things like that, and we just said no. Like we've got this 75-day thing, and that helps you to stay on track because you're like, I don't want to go back to the beginning, doesn't it? It helps you to stay.
Yes.
But we could have cheated yesterday, but we didn't. So maybe today you just make a healthy decision on what you're eating. Like you say no to that bag of crisps, or in Canada. Good morning. In Canada, they actually call them. What do they call them in Canada, Darren?
Sorry?
Not chips, don't they? Crisps.
Chris.
Yeah, they call crisps chips. They do in America as well. So maybe it's just saying no to the chips, you know. And it's like one decision on the other, on the next decision. We talked about like that in terms of everything you do, like way back when we were first dating. We were in a bad spot, and we didn't have a lot of money, and we had the opportunity to buy a house. It was super high risk for us because, you know, we was on low incomes, and it was really stretching us, wasn't it, Darren? It was like, I don't know. And everyone around us weren't buying houses at that time.
No.
You know, it was either what you call in England a council house, which is like, you know, I suppose in Canada you'd call them low income houses, but they're not low income in England because there was so many of them. A lot of them have been sold off to housing organisations now, but, you know, big companies. But at the time there was a lot of government owned houses that you could just live in your life, and everybody would do that. So a lot of people weren't buying houses, so we was offered to buy a property, and it would have been a real struggle. And we said yes to that decision. It was really high risk, but we said yes. And because of that, it put us in a place where we could then sell that house eventually down the line and come to Canada. But if we hadn't have made that decision, we would never have had the money to do it, would we? So it's like one decision. And then Darren had an injury at work where he couldn't work. He was in the trade, couldn't work. And so instead of staying at home for a year, after sort of somewhat recovery, you were still in pain, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I had already decided to go to university. So I was at university when the kids were really little. Again, that was another struggle decision, but we wanted to better ourselves. And then Darren said, okay, well, I'll come to university as well. So we both went to university when a lot of people wouldn't have done that. We just made that decision, and then again that moved us forward a little bit more. So each decision you make builds these steps to what life you've got. So I think just making that small decision each day can have a massive effect on your lives. And I know I've been talking about big decisions, but small decisions can do that too. Like, we want to be healthy, we want to be fit, and we want to live longer.
Yes, that's it. We want to live longer. We'd like to have an active life for longer, because you can live for a long time, but you might not be able to do the things you like doing.
Yeah.
Like walking around art galleries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, traveling's a big one. When your health isn't great, travelling becomes a problem.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
All those dreams of retiring and travelling and doing all those things, all of those can be blocked purely by bad health.
Yeah.
So the choice now is a really wise one, and if you're listening and you've had a health regime because that's how your family have always been, and I've met people like that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Your family really knew the
Really
secret,
paid into your life.
Paid into your life, yeah, because you've invested time into your health, and that's massive.
Yeah.
But if today you're laying there thinking, oh my goodness, I need to do something, tomorrow's available to you to start your way to becoming healthy. So, but it's realising.
Even today, it's, if you're watching this and it's in the morning, even today, go for a walk at lunchtime, go for a walk in the evening, or like I say, make a healthy food option, or read a book. I mean, how expanding is that? Like, some of the things I've read have changed how I do my business and have made it grow exponentially. So,
I've been really excited about what my next book is. I'm just coming to the end. I'm just finishing that Gary V book.
Yeah.
And just thinking that was really good, actually. And it's again another win.
Yeah.
I'm feeling, hey, you just read another book. You can put that on your list of books you read. When people ask, what sort of books have you read? And you think, I haven't read a book for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's not great. You should, if you haven't
Good morning.
read a book for 5 years, pick up a book. Pick up a book, because what do they say about reading? You can be a non-reader and have one perfectly good life. You can lead one perfectly good life.
Yeah.
But if you read, you can live 1,000 lives through that book.
Yeah.
It's just information. It's just education.
Yeah.
And I know it's super low tech. Listening to books is so much more fun. So do that. If reading is a pain, or you don't feel comfortable reading, I know that you have to find that right place to read to feel comfortable. I don't know what I'm saying, but honestly, listening to a book is so easy. You can do something else. Even if you're doing housework this weekend, you're like, we are not going anywhere, we are tidying this house. Listen to a book while you're doing it. You'll see how it changes the experience. It goes from drudgery to, hey, and he did what? And you're cleaning the bathroom, and you're like, they went where? Read a book. Even if you don't do any exercise, read a book about where you want to go, that sort of thing. Just an idea.
Back again. So we were just saying, we were just chatting. So you just joined our conversation where we just normally would chat with each other. We're not filmmakers. We're not actors. We don't write a script out. Sometimes we don't even think about what we're going to say. We just switch the camera on, and you join us on our walk in the morning while we're chatting about stuff. So
we're not content makers.
No.
Even though we're really enjoying making content.
Yeah.
This is the first time. So what we're talking about.
Yeah, I
is
do have
real-
another channel, don't I? But
You
we
are,
don't
but
do
not
this
for
stuff
me.
like
Yeah,
on
not
that.
for me. Yeah, just that we're just trying to encourage anybody to enjoy the benefits like we are. That was the idea, but at the start of this was we got really encouraged by lots of videos.
Yeah,
of
by watching
people
lots of other
just seeing
YouTubers.
people, some people with massive weight loss.
Yeah,
Those videos really inspire me, and I just think, man, you've really done that, or they've really pushed themselves. So we were just like, that's really inspiring. There's a few videos that were like, oh my god, my excuses just melted away.
Yeah,
when you
if
see
they-
some
if-
people, it's like,
You think like if they can do it, then come on, we can do it, And we just didn't want to wait any longer. And so what we wanted to say is thank you for joining us, even though we're just chatting.
Sometimes we finish filming and we're like, should we put that in?
Yeah, should we leave it in? I
anybody
mean, not seriously, but like it's raw. We're real, and we're just talking as we go on our walk, and hopefully you'll join us. And if you want us to discuss something, go ahead, drop it in the comments. I don't mind. Do you?
No, not at
we'll
all.
give you our views on stuff.
Yeah. Well, most stuff.
Most stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, right now we're getting censorship now.
Are we?
Most stuff, Darren said. We're not going to talk. Well, even to say no, you can't be that side of me, Darren, because I've my arm.
All right.
My arm's there. Look, see, holding the camera.
How's that gimbal?
Whew.
The
arm gimbal. Okay. Well, we're almost home, and
it's Friday of
it's
a long
Friday.
weekend. If you're in Alberta or in Canada, Monday.
Do it, Darren. Do it. Feel the long weekend. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I love the long weekends. In England, it used to be Bank Holiday Mondays.
Yeah.
And that would have been at the beginning of May, but we're having Victoria Day.
It's Victoria Day, so
Yeah. So.
So we get a long weekend. So today's the last day of work, and then Monday off, and
Yes.
we're going to breakfast this morning, so that's
we are.
nice.
Yeah, can't see the guys, so that'll be good. And
I've got a couple of good meetings today. I'm meeting the Minister for Technology.
no way,
Yeah, today.
Mr. Glubbage.
Yeah, excited about meeting him, and also we have I've got a meeting with a possible new client.
Excellent.
So I've done a proposal, and then I have a meeting to sort of take him through the proposal. So
Sounds exciting.
yeah, that's exciting. So that today. Also, I might have a new
Come on, Lil.
fountain pen on its way to me today from Amazon. So I like my fountain. I like my pens. Tina likes her pens, doesn't she?
She does like the stationery, yeah. Yeah, she's a bit of a. You're a collector. I would say you're a collector now, Tim.
I could be. I could be almost called that.
When you start getting cases, display cases, you're a
I've
collector.
got a display case for my ink.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
It's quite cool.
It looks good
cool.
though, doesn't
Looks
it?
very
Yeah,
nice,
yeah. All right, so my arm is absolutely killing me now.
You're gonna have like one big arm, like
I
a
am.
crab.
Like, I don't need to work this arm out today.
No.
It's like, okay. Well, thanks for joining us again this morning.
Yes,
And
yeah.
please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Because
And drop a comment, even if it's open your
even
eyes,
if it's
Darren.
like stop talking rubbish.
We're not going to stop.
We're not going to stop. But you can put it down there. We won't be offended.
No, we're going to stop because we want 75 days to look back on.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, it'll be really
to
cool.
remind ourselves of how we did it.
Yeah.
We're day 26. Honestly,
Day 26.
when I look up on the wall and see that how far we're down there, it is an amazing thing. And it's not. It is hard. It is hard.
Yeah,
But it is
hard,
really
actually,
worth
to
it. It's
get
really
it.
worth it.
It's just the time, like getting it into your day is the thing, is that you have to
Once
just
you
got to do
decide
it.
that that's who you are, that's
Like
who
we
you
come
are.
back from our meal out with our family, it was like 8:30 or something like that, and we still had 45 minutes of exercise.
Yeah, that was
to
exercise.
do.
Yeah,
That was like, oh.
yeah, that was. But honestly,
We did it.
I didn't mind at all.
No,
I didn't mind at all.
no.
It really is good. So if you're looking for something that's going to push you, and get you into what you really want to do.
Yeah. 75 hard.
75 hard. 75 hard.
See you tomorrow.
75 hard.